people, welcome back to episode 4 of Create This Book 2. I'm so excited for today's episode, and yeah, let's get started. Also, just before I start, I want to mention that I'm starting filming this like 3 weeks before it's going to be posted, so if there's like a big time difference, that's why. So let's go ahead and jump in. So there's this one that I saw that I want to do, if I can just find it, right here. Create a list of pet peeves. Write down your top 10 worst pet peeves. I'm not a kind of person that like has like a list of pet peeves like that they really feel. I really only have like 2 main pet peeves. But then other than that, I had to like look up online some pet peeves. So the 10 that I have are shooting loudly, particles in water, rooms being messy. Okay, that one I can't myself because whenever a friend's room is messy or my room is messy, I start cleaning it up no matter what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I start cleaning up a friend's room, I'm like basically actually starting right now. When someone says they have a secret and they won't tell you, people apologizing to me when I don't win something, clapping at the end of movies, oh my gosh, endless previews of movies, being left on red, cutting line at a water park, and spit talkers. So I'm gonna be doing this page now, so let's get started. Why do I always do this? Let's get started. Alright, so for this page, I decided to break out the old watercolor, so I had to cut out a separate window out of the page because watercolor does not go on well on those thin pages. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting 10 lines to separate the 10 pet peeves, and each one is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and as they're getting smaller, the gradient of the black is going to get lighter and lighter. So the top is going to be really black, and then it's going to be like a dark gray, and then like a medium gray, and like so forth. So yeah, this was actually really hard because I didn't have like a bunch of different shades of gray, so I just had to use like the water and like the pressure to try to get the shading, and I think I did pretty good. So now I'm writing in all my pet peeves. I'm basically using like big block letters and trying to kind of make it sort of creative. It was kind of hard to get the spacing right, so I kind of just had to make things work. But yeah, after I went in with pencil, I went over with marker, and I started out with, metallic Sharpie, because you couldn't see the black on the black, but then after that I did the black Sharpie, and I really liked the way this turned out with the writing, and I think it looked pretty cool. And then as soon as I finished that, I erased all the pencil lines and then did some of the border lines just to essentially like say, look, these are the layers, I don't know. And then I wrote pet peeves in with pencil first and then a brush marker. And yeah, that was pretty much the end. So I just had to glue it into the page. This is probably one of my favorite pages. Even though it's not super bright and colorful, I really love it. And I think it turned out pretty cool. And so I just added a layer Mod Podge. And then here, right here, is the final page. Right now. There we go. So the next page says create contrast. Write about the high point of your day, write about the low point of your day. So for this, I decided to do drawings of the background. Obviously, I wasn't just going to write because, that would be boring. So I started off with doing a like sunny kind of sky scene on the left, and then like I think a stormy scene on the right. Yeah, I was kind of like debating on what I wanted to do because I was worried about it looking like, I didn't want it to like literally look like the high point and then like the low like under the sea kind of thing, because there's already another prompt that is like that. But I kind of like the way it ended up like looking, because it was like they were both kind of high in the sky, but it was showing about like a nice point of your day and then like a storm. So yeah, I just drew a little bird with some clouds and a rainbow in the background. These are all like happy related things. And then I drew a big storm cloud and a huge lightning bolt in the background. These are not my best drawings ever, but they're pretty cool, and I think I like this page overall. I changed last minute, I changed the rain to lines instead of droplets, and I think that looks cool. So then I created boxes and I wrote in them, so I'm just going to go ahead and read them right now. The one on the left says, in tumbling, I was having a very good day, and I really improved. I did better on my standing back handsprings, and did my standing tuck on the tumble track and landed it. On the right it says, in 7th period I had to take a math test to qualify for this competition. It was hard and boring, and I and I have to make up work for the classes I missed. So yeah, this is a long time ago, sorry, so I'm kind of forgetting about it. But yeah, that was the high and low point of my day. It was just kind of random things I thought of, but yeah, I think this page turned out pretty cool, and I hope you like it too. Next one says, create a wish. Make a wish here. Now this is very, very broad. You could literally do anything with this. And so I decided my wish was going to be world peace. Now, I know that's very cheesy, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like doing that just because, I don't know, there's been a little bit of tension around the world right now. And also, worlds are fun to draw. So I basically just drew the world with super, super accurate depictions of the land. Not really. I just kind of went with it. It's not great. But you know, yeah. So I just drew my super accurate thing of the world. And then I decided to just write world peace at the top because that's my wish. Well, I just wrote world to be exact. And then I just wrote a bunch of peace signs. So in the world bubbles letters, I decided to write a bunch of countries. And yeah, I actually had a lot of trouble thinking of countries. I'm not very good at naming countries. So yeah. Then I just drew a bunch of peace signs around, and at first I did them incorrectly, but then I figured it out, so just don't comment that, because I know. I figured it out at the end. And yeah, then I just colored them all in, and that's it. I like this page a lot. So I'm sorry guys, I did not film the final page, but here is a little screenshot of what it looks like. I quite like this page, it's pretty cute, and I think it turned out nicely. So the next page says create confetti. Make confetti by cutting out small pieces of paper or other materials and glue it on this page. So the route I decided to go with this was to watercolor on a piece of paper and then to cut that paper. So as you see, I'm doing a bunch of different shades of red, from light pink to a normal red, and then I did a bunch of different shades of blue in like little blobs. So once I let that dry, I use this little heart-shaped cutter that I have for some reason. I don't know where I got it, but I have it. And I just basically cut out from each of the blobs to get the different colors. And then after I filled the whole edge, I just cut around so I have fresh paper to work with. And I did this with all the colors to get a bunch of blue and pink in various shades hearts. And then I also cut out some of the notebook paper hearts, because I kind of thought that looked kind of cute to have some notebook paper. And then as you see here, I am sorting them all out into satisfying piles. So then, using Mod Podge as glue, I started placing the hearts onto the paper, and I started just kind of scattering them out, and they're all different shades, and it looks so pretty. So I continued to place them on, also adding some of my notebook pages one in there, just to make a little bit of variety, and then I moved on to the pink side. So I don't really know why I decided to do the colors red and blue. I guess the original idea kind of came to me like a baby shower, like blue and pink, but at the same time, I just like the way they look together. So yeah, I just added the date, added more Mod Podge on top, and that was pretty much the end. So here is the final page, right now. Our last page for today says create a theme. Decorate this page based on a theme. Now, what theme am I going for? Well, I guess it's kind of spoiled by the little writing on there, but I'm going for a winter theme. I was really feeling wintry at the moment. I'm pretty sure it was snowing outside, and I was like, you know what, winter seems like a relatively easy but also cool looking theme. So I just drew a snowman over on the side there. Pretty simple drawing. I'm pretty sure anybody could achieve a better snowman than I just did there. So then I just started drawing some hideous snowflakes that are not very good. Don't worry, they end up being fixed later. But yeah, this is basically a very simple wintry theme. You feel like it's snowing right now. I'm feeling cold. Anyways, here I go with the color. I just did a nice, pretty cursive writing for the winter, and then I was basically filling in the background with blue. And I was determined to get this better than that horrible orange shading I did in my last video. If you want to see that, go ahead and check it out. But anyways, I was determined to do better, and I definitely think I did better. It's still not great in any means, but it's a lot better than it was last time. So, and then I went in and colored the snowman, the very minimal coloring that a snowman requires. And then I decided to try something new. I decided to do the snowflakes in white acrylic paint. So after going through the white color paint, I decided to use a toothpick to put it on, and as you see, there's lots of hand movement here because I had to dip it like every second. But I really quite like the way this looks, and I think it is a really cool idea, and anybody else trying to do snowflakes on a blue background should try this. So yeah, I'm pretty much a genius, what I'm saying. Not really, but yeah, then I just started to add some glitter, because you can never go wrong with glitter. And why am I still talking? This is me shaking out the glitter because you gotta do that. And now here is the final page. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching this episode 4 of my Create This Book 2 series. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you really liked it by clicking that thumbs up button down below. And subscribe to help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of 2020. We're already at 73, I believe, so we're well on our way. So please hit that subscribe button to help me reach that goal. Although we still have a lot of time, so maybe we might need to set a new goal if we get it early, but who knows. So I'm just rambling. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next Friday for another video. Peace. Bye.